Everyone, it's your boy Tireless Golem, and we are live. We are also streaming. It's been a while since I've streamed. I know it's a couple days now, so we're gonna be playing some Pokemon TCG Deluxe pack openings, and then what I'm gonna do is we're gonna check out the Wonder Picks first because it looks like there's some rare Wonder Picks here. All right, is it worth it to get this? I think it is. I think it's probably worth it to grab a rare pick when it comes to getting a guaranteed parallel foil. All right. So let's go ahead and check out this bonus pick here. I forgot what day it is, by the way. So I'm streaming. I'm titling the stream. What day is this? Because I think it's like 28 or 29. I think it's like 28 now. I'll double check. I'll look it up later. Right now we're just gonna see. I missed the 4-star yesterday. I was really upset about that. Let's see if we can find a 4-star. Nope, no 4 stars. Last 4-star we got, we didn't get anything. But actually, that's not true. We got a last 4-star. We actually did get something. We got the pack hourglasses. So that to me is probably worth it. So, it's not terrible. Now, I think what we're gonna do is let's just go ahead and open some packs now. We get a couple of free ones, which is nice. And no, there's only a handful of days left. Not even a handful, like less than a handful. Because I think after today, there's only going to be like 2 more days. I think there's only like 3 more days of actual Deluxe EX pack openings. So we're really it's really getting close to the end here. And it's been an emotional roller coaster ride. And right now all of my professor's researches are going to be given to friends. I don't have any. I really don't have any that are available to give away to people other than friends. So it's going to depend on because right now I'm going to have 8 by the end of today, I think. 600. No, even after today, there's not going to be enough. Because I'm going to have 1,200 by the end of today. And that won't even be enough to open to get to number 8. I have to wait 2 more days, basically, today and tomorrow. And then I think that's it. I don't think I can open up any more Professor's Researches. Hey, how's it going, Alfie Gaming? Thank you for the sub. Ooh, nice little start there to the stream. Pikachu EX Immersive. Yeah, unfortunately, I think that all of my Professor's Researches are gone. They're going to be given away to close friends of mine. But I can still give away, things like I know that a few people that are good, close fans of this channel who've been long time fans of this channel, want to trade with me some of the 2 stars. I don't mind that either because they've been with me being through the beginning. But yeah, I mean, right now it's I kind of don't have any Professor Researchers to give to anyone. For better or worse, that's the way it is. I actually have more than a couple of friends who probably would benefit from a professor's research. But the thing is, some of these friends are peripheral friends. They're not close friends, So, well, that's not true. There's one that I consider I'm pretty close with, but not close in the sense of Pokemon in the context of Pokemon. So that's a little bit different. But anyway, what are we talking about today? We are talking about the end of the season. It is officially the season is officially over. Ranked. We ended up in Master Ball, so that's the big news. We ended up stopping at Master Ball. We didn't push any further. I mean, we could have. We pushed a little bit. We got up to 1,500, and then we dropped all the way back down. I guess because I was messing around with some experimental stuff. Um, but I'm just gonna let you know right off the bat. I'm probably not gonna be pursuing ranked this month or in this coming season. I might try to go for Master Ball again. We'll see. But honestly, like at this point, I'm more interested in like just I'm more interested in just like collecting the promos. I think I'd rather dedicate all of my time to getting the promos and hopefully getting, the Lapras EX, grabbing the Cresselia EX. Like those are cards that I actually need that are like functional cards. The other stuff like the Mewtwo full art, I'm not gonna ever get that because it was you had to pay for a subscription early on in the game, which I wasn't able to get. So I'm willing to sacrifice that. I'm willing to give like I'm happy for anything, honestly. Any promos I'd be happy for. But look at this, everyone. 95,500 cards collected. We are getting really close to 100,000. And part of me wonders, are we going to get to 900 subscribers? Like, we're at 860 subscribers already, last I checked, which is kind of insane, right? If you think about it, considering I don't stream that often, I'm sure I could probably get more followers or Twitch, not more subscribers if I had streamed, but I don't stream regularly. That's just not something that's possible for me to do. And Twitch, I want to give a little statement out to Twitch because I do have a lot of concerns about Twitch lately. I know that I try to keep, you know me. I try not to talk about too much drama on this channel, but sometimes drama is inevitable. Sometimes there's so much political turmoil out there that you just can't like you have to address it, right? I'll give you a perfect example. I've talked to people about this store that I want to make, right, with the whole play mats and stuff. But you can't talk about that stuff unless you talk about tariffs. And tariffs is whether for better or worse is become a political thing, but it is affecting like small businesses. It's affecting a lot of for tax purposes. Like you have to pay a bunch of tariffs. So it makes it very difficult for me to at the very least start. It doesn't make it difficult. Like it changes the equation a little bit, if that makes any sense. We're at a different time. It's post COVID. So things are a little bit different than what they were 5, 6, 7 years ago, right? And if I do start a business, I'm gonna have to go through the right approach to doing it. But my point is that there are some things that you just can't avoid talking about, or at least having a conversation about, or at least peripherally mentioning when you're having a discussion about certain things. And I think Twitch is one of those things that you can't really have like a good. I can't really explain to you why I don't want to stream on Twitch without like having a conversation about some of the news that's out there. And I think if y'all have been watching like YouTube and Twitch, you probably already know what I'm talking about. So I'm I'm not going to go too much into the details. But suffice it to say that the last TwitchCon didn't really go so well. And everyone's been talking about that to the point where it's like, I would like to stream on Twitch, but it's become such a polarized platform. It's become so polarized, and with all the stuff that's coming out about different streamers and different YouTubers, it's been really crazy. And these are people that are obviously doesn't really affect me, right? Because I'm like a nobody here. I'm not to be like super modest or anything, but I'm just saying like the people that we're talking about are like the probably like top 10 YouTubers out there, top 10 Twitch streamers out there. So it doesn't really impact us as as small content creators. But what I will say is that it does still. You could argue that it still impacts you to some degree because this affects everyone. It does. It affects everyone. The algorithm is really like screwing around. It's making it really hard to stream. It's making it really hard to create content on Twitch, to stream. I tell you, I stream on Twitch. I was at one point I was streaming on Twitch like every day, and usually if you stream regularly, like you will get viewers, you'll get followers. But it was like it was really hard to get anyone to watch your content. And the algorithm doesn't really favor you at all. Especially if you're not already, and even some of the bigger streamers were saying that they were losing like hundreds of viewers. So that's made it really difficult, I'd say, to stream on Twitch. Not saying that it's impossible. I mean, I could certainly continue to try doing it, but then the other question is like, why support a platform like that? That does these things. Hey, how's it going, Pokemon Articuno Galarian? Oh, look at this, Lugia EX. That's what I'm talking about. That's awesome. All right. Well, we're getting somewhere here. But yeah, that's the reason why I don't stream on Twitch. I might be open to streaming on Twitch in the future, but right now it's a difficult climate. It's a very polarized platform, and I like, me, I like to stay away from drama as much as possible. So I like to briefly talk about it. I mean, I will gladly talk about drama if people want me to talk about drama. I do reserve a lot of drama chat to like the other channel that I have, but I'm also not opposed to talking about drama on this channel. It's just drama is something out there that's a difficult thing to have a conversation about without being polarized. And the thing is, you're allowed to not have an opinion about things. You're allowed to not have an opinion about something, especially if you don't have all the information. The problem is that I think that with Twitch, we do have a lot of information already, so it's very easy to come up with an opinion. And with anything with drama, you're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some, right? So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I feel like times are tough everywhere. The whole situation is bad through all walks of life, but it's important to just try your best to do your best, be happy, and do what makes you the happiest in life. Right? I mean, that's how I always feel. And like streaming on Twitch, seeing like one viewer every day and not getting much more than just one viewer, like it can be very frustrating. It can be very disheartening. It does feel like the algorithm doesn't really favor you on Twitch. But on top of that, you have the other side of the coin, which oops. Oh, okay. Sorry. For some reason, the screen like just froze up for like no reason. That's happened a few times actually. So I don't know why that keeps happening, but luckily we're back, and hope you all are having a good time out there. Just so you know, when I actually upload this video to YouTube, it'll be like it won't have any interruptions like the stream does. So that's one thing that's actually good about it, right? And yeah, oh nice, another Lugia EX. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Well, I guess the question is, do I go for like the additional crown rares? Do I try to flare out like Lugia? I think there's a few. There's several crown rares that I don't have flared out yet. Namely, I still need like one more Mewtwo flared out. I need Pikachu EX, like the genetic Apex characters. I need flared out. If I were to flare them out, it'd probably be like honestly like probably not what wouldn't be worth it in my opinion. But yeah, I mean I could flare out Charizard. I guess I could flare out like some of these Pokemon, but and the only reason why I would do that would be because like I would probably rather just do the 2 stars honestly, but the 2 stars can be traded, and so to me I feel like they're not really less special. They're still special, but it does feel like the Crowners and the Immersives just become way more of an asset, knowing that they're the only ones that can't be traded alongside promos, I guess. Right? Promos and Immersives can't be traded, so they're definitely worth more in my opinion now. Now that even though the 2 stars are hard to come by. Hey, how's it going, Vencer? Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. We're just chit chatting here, talking about stuffs, talking about the new set. I was briefly talking about why I don't stream on Twitch anymore. People were asking me, you should stream on Twitch, and right now I have an opinion. I'd like to. I've made my opinion like somewhat clear here, but I'm gonna hold on to that opinion until I get more information. Because right now we have enough information for me to say confidently that I'm not going to hold off on streaming on Twitch for the time being until things get sorted out in that department. And it's true. Like even if you are a small content creator, right? You have the freedom to do what you want with what you want to do. For example, one thing that I thought about, when you go on YouTube Shorts, right? I love YouTube Shorts. I definitely get views on YouTube Shorts because everyone gets views on YouTube Shorts, and it's easier to get views on YouTube Shorts than it is to not get views on like long form videos. But especially with YouTube Shorts, I feel like there's a lot of opportunity to make some really fun stuff. And one of the fun things that I've thought about, and this is something that I think might be a little cringe because I thought it was cringe at first. But the more I was watching these videos, the more I'm like, this is actually kind of fun. Maybe I could do it like as a fun, sarcastic thing. Not even sarcastic. I mean, genuinely. You know how you get those like YouTube shorts with the audio that plays. It's like, oh, you know what would be what stinks? How come like a large YouTuber gets all these views, and how come the small YouTubers don't get that many views? Or it's like if you use this sound, you'll get 100 subscribers. I always found those to be really cringe and like stupid, but I also find it hilarious that like even like really big YouTubers are using those audios. So I'm wondering like I should just like use them just for fun, right? Just to see what happens. Because that's what people are doing. They're just using them, and they're getting. It's, I mean, it's kind of working. I don't know if it's working or not, but because the thing is, I think that if they had a lot of subscribers, they probably had them already to begin with. I don't think that using a sound is giving you like hundreds of subscribers. But there was one that I actually thought was really funny, and I don't know if I saved it, but if I did save it, I would want to use it. It was one that was like, oh, you hear about all these sounds that say if you like it, you'll get like 100 subscribers. Well, this sound, if you use it, you'll get anywhere from 1 to 10,000 subscribers. And I thought that was really funny. I thought that was hilarious. So I might use some of those sounds just for fun. Just know that I'll be doing it sarcastically for fun, and not because I'm actually like begging for subscribers like some people. I don't think people are actually doing that. I think it's just like I just think it's funny. Um, but yeah, I always thought those were cringe watching those, but they're also cool to watch. I don't know why, but I find that I'm interested in that kind of stuff. All right. Well, today was a pretty decent day. We had two Lugia EXs. Um, Unfortunately, today we are not going to be getting a professor's research, but we did get a lot of other stuff, so can't be too upset at ourselves. And like I said, there's going to be cards in this set that we're just not going to have fully flared out. It's going to be impossible, honestly. Um, I did focus on a lot of the parallel foils earlier on in the month, and I think that was a good decision to focus on those because I still stand by it. We weren't going to be able to flare out all those cards if we didn't invest in all of those cards. How many more of these have? Okay, we have 20. We have 20 more cards to open. Let's see if we can get there. But yeah. As we close the video, I just want to let you know we are still having plans to do the giveaway. It's going to be a $50 giveaway to one lucky winner on the Discord channel. So all you have to do to enter is to just join the Discord. It's going to be as simple as that. And once you join, you will be able to, have a nice little giveaway with all the people. I was saying earlier in the video that I was gonna have the giveaway if we hit 800 subscribers by the end of the month. Listen, everyone, it is like what, the 26th, 27th, and we're at like 860 subscribers. We've gotten really far. Is it possible that we could get to 900 by the end of the month? I'm not gonna like expect that or hold that as an expectation, but I'm carefully watching the process, and I'm seeing that we are getting quite a lot of subscribers lately. And it wouldn't surprise me if we did end up getting to 900 subscribers by the end of the month. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but it's definitely possible. And that would be kind of crazy, right? To get to 900 subs by the end of the month. That gives November, December like 2 months to get to 1,000. We could easily get to 1,000 by the end of the year, which is crazy. Honestly, I was not expecting this. I was definitely not expecting this. But I will probably stream a little bit more after the end of this video. Unless if there's nothing else going on, I might call it quits early, just because it's getting really cold, and it's been, that time of I actually I have to go to I have some stuff to do when I wake up, so I do need to go to sleep a little bit earlier than I would want to. But yeah, I like I said, I was at a party yesterday. It was a lot of fun. I had a hell of a time, and I'm back, and I'm doing this. We're having a lot of fun. Yeah, right. End of November, 100p sub. That'd be really cool. Like, if we can get to 1,000 subs by the end of November, that could definitely be possible, Venser. I would not be surprised if that happened. So I'd be very interested to see what it looks like. The landscape right now. Like I said, the climates are tough. Both the weather, socio-economic, socio-political, landscape, Twitch, YouTube, social media platforms, all that stuff. So just stay tuned. Right now, all I have to say is my advice is be real, be yourself, try to be happy, enjoy yourself, enjoy the entertainment that's out there, and look out for your best interests. That's all I have to say. Do what you got to do. Be your best self, and that's the best advice that I can give you right now. So anyway, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. What am I even talking about? I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.